When we began this search, it was clear to us that we were looking for somebody who would take a very proactive approach to leadership, somebody who would take it as a personal mission to create a winning environment around this clubhouse and in this organization, and somebody with natural gifts to lead players and lead an organization. David has always been very aware of the ingredients, all the little things that are necessary to create a winning environment. And behind the scenes, he's been very proactive in working to make sure those ingredients happen. The difficult conversations, building players' confidence when they're down, grounding players, keeping them grounded when things are going a little bit too well, providing energy when it's needed, making sure preparation and focus are there each and every single day. For David, it was never enough for him or for the teams he was on just to show up and hope that the talent would be enough to win. He took winning personally. It was very intentional about winning and making sure the bonds were created that would ensure that the whole was greater than the sum of the parts. The last 3 years, I've been able to see him start to process how he could apply some of those winning and leadership skills to his post-playing career and how he would apply them if and when he were able to get an opportunity to manage a baseball club. We believe David has truly special gifts as a leader and that he'll become a great manager, setting a new way forward and providing and cultivating all those ingredients that create a consistent winner. So with that said, it is my honor to introduce the 55th manager of the Chicago Cubs, David Ross.
Feels good to put back on.
You want to do pose with it first and put it on? You're not that good looking.
Nice. Hey, come on, button this thing up. Put it back on. It's been a while. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, Theo. First, I'd like to get a couple thank yous out of the way from me personally before we start questions. And going to start, first of all, with the Ricketts family. Thank you guys so much for trusting in me. It's a huge honor that I take very seriously, representing your family name and this organization, and I hold that in a very high regard, so thank you so much for that trust. Theo, Jed, the entire front office crew, it was a long process. I appreciate everything you guys put me through. It made me better. Again, I take this job very seriously. I know there's a lot of work ahead, but I'm so honored to be able to lead such a talented group, and looking forward to that process. My family, friends, all that have reached out in text messages. I've had a lot of text messages I haven't been able to get back to yet, but I promise you I will. I'm a stickler about that, but I appreciate all the love and support from family and friends that have reached out, and I really do appreciate that. My ESPN family, very important to me. Give me that opportunity to stay in the game, see some different organizations, see some different views. I really enjoyed that job. I'm going to miss that family greatly. Former teammates, coaches, all who have helped to shape who I am, whether it's high school, little league, all the way up to now, players, Demp, you're in the room. A lot of guys helped create who I am, the person I am today. Being able to sit in this seat, and I don't take that lightly. I appreciate all those conversations and talking baseball and the guys who helped mold me. So thank you very much. My agents, Ryan and Mark, obviously, thank you guys so much for your hard work, tireless conversations and effort. That was A long process, but fun. You guys have been there since the beginning, so I appreciate that. Cubs fans, I mean, the way you've treated me over the years, I want to say publicly, thank you so much. A lot of love has come from them. I know it may not always be that way moving forward, but I understand that you guys have treated me so well, and I expect winning just like you do. I'm so excited to start this process of winning. Can't wait to get in that dugout, spring training. Very excited. A quick statement. I know there's just been a lot of questions about me and my lack of experience. I just want to say that I've had an eye on this my entire career. Guys have said that I'd fit this role. I'm super excited about being in this role. The last 3 years, my name's been thrown around a lot in the managerial ring, and took those 3 years to prepare for this moment. I'm super excited about it. I've been a part of a lot of winning teams. I know what winning looks like. There's things that I are going to expect out of the players, out of myself, that entail winning. Some of those things come with respect, trust, commitment, effort, hard work, and accountability. These things are important to me. My players can expect that from me, and I will expect that from them. I've always been asked the question, or I've always been a guy who asks questions to my teammates and managers, trying to soak in those answers, those experiences, preparing for this opportunity that I'm about to take on. There are many ways to get experience. I don't think everybody takes the same role, but I know I'm ready for this, and I appreciate Jed and Theo and the whole Cubs organization for trusting me in this.
The last 3 years, you said you've learned a lot. What exactly did you learn? What details can you share with us working with the front office that you can take into as manager?
Well, just a lot of the day-to-day process, what goes into that daily process of getting ready for a game, whether it's, the collaboration with Joe. I think the minor league stuff was really cool for me, being a part of the draft. All the work that goes in from the front office standpoint and the behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't really see or ever gets any love, the scouts and how much they mean to the organization. Top to bottom, coaches, top to bottom, you gain a lot more respect when you get to touch these people and see how much time and commitment and energy they put into their job. It's very important, and I understand now as the head of this, I'm representing all those guys, and there's a lot of responsibility in that, and it was a lot of fun to take on those challenges and learn. I've sat in more meetings that I can talk about in spring training and my time up here. The R&D guys, all the information they process to try to put these guys in the best situation to succeed. So there's a lot of avenues without going into detail. We could be here all day, but there's a lot of information, a lot that goes on that's not seen on the field.
Do you think that helps more than being a coach, or as much, or is it in a different way than being a coach before?
I would say in a different way, yeah. I mean, I've been in the dugout. I know what that looks like from a player and a coaching standpoint. In spring training, I got to do some coaching. I got to do a lot of that and help out with the catchers or look at the drill work, how that goes on. So I've touched my hand in just about every aspect. It was a long list that when I took the special assistant job that Theo presented with me of things that he would like for me to check off, and I checked almost all those boxes.
Megan Mawaki, CBS
Hey, Megan.
Chicago. With that being said, I know you don't know yet. What type of manager do you think you will be? Obviously, Joe was laid back. Theo said he wants somebody to be accountable. What type of manager do you think you'll be?
Yeah, I think I'm a guy with those things I talked about, the respect, accountability, things that I'm going to expect from my players. I'm going to be a manager that wants to watch the game and see how it plays out. I don't think that I'll be this guy that bunts all the time or doesn't bunt. I'll be a guy that walks a guy every time with a base open, or sometimes. Well, I think I'll play it as I did in the play. When I sat in the seat as a player, you're still managing from a catching standpoint. So watch the game, see how it plays out. I think managers that kind of go in with a preset notion sometimes can get in trouble. So I'm going to watch the game, let it come to me, feel my way through it. I'm excited to actually figure out what that looks like.
Go ahead. Deion Miller, ABC7. David, obviously very friendly in the clubhouse. Everybody knows who you are. How difficult will it be to now navigate holding those close friends accountable?
Well, I know there's a big fun-loving Grandpa Rossy, theme out there, but if you ask any of my friends or ex-players, what kind of teammate I was, I didn't shy away from the tough conversations. I know there's a strong relationship with me and John Lester. If I would have been mic'd up for some of those conversations on the mound, it was not. They were rarely friendly conversations. So I think there's a little bit of a misconception of maybe the fun-loving Grandpa Rossy, which I love and I'm very thankful for. But I don't think that's me in the dugout as much as I would love to say that I'm that guy. I just, to the core, I'm a guy that has a lot of expectations when I come into work. I'm very professional. I expect professionalism, and those traits I talk about, the effort, the accountability. I don't shy away from having those tough conversations, good or bad. I know these guys. I hope to build their trust and respect. They will have mine. I hope to gain theirs. But yeah, the Grandpa Rossy thing is a little bit overblown. If people that really know me, I think some of the media that sees me day to day knows that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.